What's up, crew? Hey. Hey. All right. Let's get this day started. Of course, I've already been up 2 hours, so I guess I've got mine started. All right, just going to jump into it. Something fun, something if you live in Virginia, most of you might know this, should know it. Here we go. And I'm going to read some details, but let me cue it for you guys. All right, just get a cue. Let's go.
The hooch, who got the only sweetest thing in the world. The walking day was long and the road is grinding on. The fight is winding down again. The trouble fire's here and the circle speaks so near. The simple truths are very much clearer. Who got the hooch? Baby, who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the love? Who got the fresh? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world?
All right, so this is Everything, okay? The song is called The Hooch. I actually got to play this. I was fortunate that time of the year, or that time of the, I guess season, I don't know. I was playing these guys at a radio station I worked in Harrisonburg, Q101, Harrisonburg. And I was music director there. So a little backstory for you Virginia people. Well, everybody, but most, in general, Virginia. I was not trying to rhyme there. Not only that, it was a dumbass rhyme, but it was not intentional. They formed at JMU, James Madison University, Harrisonburg, Virginia. Go Duke Dogs! Graduated in 92. They went on tour. And this was their, they had a few hits. I don't even... Sounds awful because I really like these guys. I've hung out with them, spent some time with them, met them, all that fun stuff. But I think it was their only hit. I know they had other songs released. Sire Records was the big one for them where they got scooped up. And I'm going to tell you the demise of this band and what happened. This is why I say, labels are killing their own artists. I promise you that. But give it a listen. It's a great song.
The birds and bees will sing and the jams begin to ring. The good vibes flow from me to you. The evening turns to night and the fire and moonlight will the dance of all who came before it.
The Dance Who All Came Before It. It's a great song, well written. I don't think they were nominated for any awards. This single, the only thing I really can't tell you, because I can't find much about them, and there's a reason. Again, this goes back to the record labels, and I'll kind of break some of that down for you. This single sold 30,000, which is pretty good. Considering they were nobody, just a bunch of college kids that had a dream. Go get your dream.
Who got the hooch? Baby, who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the love? Who got the fresh?
Okay, so I actually have met these band members. Heck, I've spent a lot of time with them, especially when they were in Harrisonburg. Just hung out with them. The hooch means two things. Obviously, the first one is the drink, the hooch. The second one is, you could probably figure that out. Who got that hooch?
Got the only sweetest thing in the world. Let's get real, let's get heavy, till the water breaks the levee. Let's get loose. Who got the hooch?
Excellent horns. And I know I say that a lot, and you guys are like, he's always talking about the horns. So few bands play the horns anymore. It's so rare to hear. So when I hear it, it's like a clearing of the soul. You know, I grew up on Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby, Barry Manilow, Earth, Wind and Fire. They always had horns. Kool and the Gang had horns. It's just a refreshing feeling for me to hear horns. It's like, wow, people actually still play music.
Got the hooch, baby.
So, do you have the hooch? I don't mean clap or the herpes. Do you have the hooch? That means do you have the stuff? Do you have the shit? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to throw some of this to my guys at JMU, alums, and actually some of the board members. I don't know if they'll like it, but do I care? No. Because I love music.
Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the love? Who got the fresh and fresh? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Who got the hooch, baby? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world?
All right, here's what happened to this band. And again, I've been saying this for at least, oh my gosh, 15, 20 years. And I used to laugh it off when I was a youth about labels. I was like, hey man, there's nothing better if you can get on a label. Yeah, we all got to do that. Get a label, get a label. Prince was the first person to step out. So here's what happened to Everything doing this song. The band is called Everything. When AOL and Time Warner merged, now that's three big companies. That's why I got Time up here in my Buffett, just to piss them off because they can't do anything about it. They might try, but they're not going to win. They dissolved most of their labels. They bought out a company. They're like, well, let's run the numbers. Are they worth keeping? Are they not worth keeping? Now this might be somewhat public, but all the details are not. Labels are killing our industry, killing the music industry. So anyway, they dissolved this band. They dissolved their contract. It's maybe they could have come on and been somebody amazing. Maybe not. Maybe they made the right decision dissolving the contract. Who knows? I'm not saying it's bad, but it's what's happening in the industry. And the labels have pushed the forefront to where people just don't need you anymore.
Who got the love? Who got the fresh and fresh? Who got the only sweetest thing in the world? Let's get real, let's get heavy, till the water breaks the levee, till the water breaks it loose. Who got the hooch?
Actual music, not AI generated. There is such a difference in what I hear in the levels and the arrangements. I'm just like, wow, what days those were when music was real. Now there's this big controversy that AI is writing songs and they're being released. The world is changing, my friends. It's changing. I'm not even sure what to think anymore. I'm really not. I mean, I understand AI. I do. I get it. I use AI. It helps me to write papers, to write theories, I'm working on a few books in between when I get 5 minutes of fresh air to breathe. It's the way it is. I'm not a big fan of it. See, here's what gets people with AI. They're a fan of the convenience of it. I know I am. I'm guilty as charged. But I don't want them to have the control over it. But AI has to do that. Computers are two things, zeros and ones. That's it. Guys, it's the Hooch. Everything. One love. Peace, my friends.